Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe down below before you guys do leave. Today's video I feel like is very appropriate for the situation that we're in. I know a lot of you guys are in quarantine and maybe you guys want to start a YouTube channel but you don't have access to any materials such as a camera, a computer, and that's why I'm going to tell you guys you can use your iPhone to start a YouTube channel. It really doesn't matter what type of generation of phone you have. You can have an iPhone 5 or you can have an iPhone 11 Pro Max. As long as you're passionate about what you're doing and you have the knowledge of how to edit your videos.
Oh my gosh, I was just calling someone by accident.
Anyways, what I was saying is that's why I'm here to teach you guys how you guys can create your channel by using certain apps like Imovie, Visco, Fonto. So I want to give you guys a little bit of backstory about my channel. I started it by using an iPhone 7 Plus, and honestly I didn't think my quality in the videos was that good, but I ended up coming across Leah Halton's channel. She was making her videos on an iPhone 7 Plus. Her videos look like amazing quality. The entire time I thought she was filming on an iPhone 11 Pro Max or even maybe a G7X because her quality in her videos was that good. And I realized that it was just her lighting. She always had the perfect amount of sun. Don't doubt that you can't make good content just because you don't have the best iPhone. I'm going to start off by teaching you guys how to use iMovie, and I will teach you a little bit about how to make your thumbnails. What you're gonna do first is go into iMovie, and then you're gonna click on the plus button, click on movie, and from there you can choose all the clips that you want to insert into your videos. So I'm going to choose these 3 videos because those are the ones that I worked on last night. I scrolled all the way to the very beginning of the clips, that way that I can start editing. So I'm going to just like look through the video first, that way I can see what I want to take out. Guys, what is up? Welcome channel if you're getting, and I do post once or twice a week. So say for example that I want to just cut out a chunk of the video or cut out a small fraction of it. What you're gonna do is click on the clip and then you're gonna click on split, and that's like where the scissors tools are. You're gonna find that, and then you're going to just drag the clip to wherever you want to cut that piece, and then say I want to cut it right here. You'll just split it there, and then you could just delete that. You can always do the same thing by just shifting the clip back and forth. As you can see what I'm doing here, I'm just moving it back and forth, and that will also delete footage. It really just depends on your preference. So if you want to separate the sound and the video from each other, what you're going to do is click on that video and click detach, and that just separates the audio and the video from one another. Say you wanted to move the audio to another clip for some reason, you could easily do that by just clicking on it and then dragging it to wherever you want it to be. So now if you want to duplicate something, as in you want to like copy and paste, so basically what you would do is split the clip and then click that clip and press duplicate. And basically you would do that whenever you want to possibly make a funny meme or just, you know, repeat something and have it repeat over and over like a loop. So now I'm going to show you guys how you can get your videos to flow smoothly without transitions. In order to remove the transition, what you would do is click on that transition between the 2 clips, and then you're going to click none. And that's basically going to remove that transition, and it's just going to be like a jump cut. So I like to personally change all of my transitions to none so that it all just flows together. So the next thing that I want to show you guys is if you want to make a clip decrease or increase in the audio, you're going to click on split, click on that clip, and then you would click on the sound tool, which is 3rd on the toolbars, and then you're going to either increase it above 100, which is going to increase the volume, or you want to decrease it below 100, which will make it lower. And I like to do this, just say for example with my music, I like to do that so that it's like background music and not so much overpowering the video. I also want to include that if you want to use transitions and say you want to use like side or wipe, you can always change the timing of the transition, but you can only change it to 0.5 seconds or 1.0. So say you want to add text to a certain clip, what you're going to do is click on that clip and then press the T in the toolbar, and that's 4th one, and then you're going to click any of the ones that you want to use. I'm going to click on the simple option, and then I'm just going to insert hi guys so you guys can just see what I'm trying to say here. So now I'm going to show you guys how you can zoom in and out of a clip, and people will usually do this if they want to add like something funny to their videos or if they just want to emphasize something. So I'm going to do that by also splitting the clip, and that's what I've been showing you guys. You're going to just click on the search pinch to zoom, and it looks like a magnifying glass, and then you're going to zoom it into however much you want. You can zoom it in really up close. I basically showed you how to use iMovie. Those are the basics of it. There really isn't much to the app, but you can still create content by using it. And there are also a lot of other apps like Velo. That's about all the ones that I know, because I watched this one girl's video on how she aesthetically edits her videos, and she uses the app Velo, so if you want to check that one out. Hi guys, so it is a couple of days later, and I wanted to show you guys how you guys can add music to your videos in iMovie. I think having music in the background of videos just adds more of a personal effect. So like again, I'm just gonna scoot over this way so you guys can see the screen recording. So first what you're gonna want to do is download the app Documents, and I already have Documents here, so I'm just gonna open up the app. And Documents is basically an app where you can store files, music. So what you're gonna first want to do is actually go to Safari, and what you would do is go into YouTube. And how I found a lot of the music that I use in my videos in the background is I just searched up aesthetic music, non-copyrighted videos, or not videos, music. I'm just gonna do, for example, Chill Day by Lakey Inspired, and that's just one of the songs that a lot of YouTubers do use in their background. So after you get to your song that you want to choose, you're going to copy the link at the very top, and then you're just going to copy it. Take that copy to Documents, and then you're going to press on the button that's like, it looks like the Safari button, and what you would do is go there, going to enter YouTube, download to MP3, and then you're going to want to choose on the YouTube to MP3 converter. So what you're going to do after that is you're going to paste that, and then you're going to convert. So after you click on convert, what it's going to do is going to say that it's initializing, and then you're going to want to download it. Basically, that's just going to go into your files, and then you're going to say file. You can name it whatever you want, but I'm just going to leave it as is. And you're going to click on download. Okay, so then once you go there, you have your music that you downloaded, and then I'm just going to click on that, and then what you're going to do is go to share. And in this case, iMovie might not appear, so what you're going to want to do is click on those three little circles and go to more, and then do copy to iMovie, and basically you'll go to your last movie that you were working on. So I'm going to choose my movie 6, and then there it is. And you can adjust the sound on here by clicking the sound, which I did show you guys earlier on in the video, and you'll just go above 100 or below. I personally like to go up to like 15% because that just makes it sound like more of it's in the background. I'm going to show you guys how you can make a thumbnail on your phone. So what you're going to want to do is open Fonto. And Fonto is a way to add text to your thumbnails. And then what you're going to do is click on plain images, click on either the white or black one, and then change the sizing. Click on custom, or you can either choose the iPhone 8 Plus or 6 Plus. And you're going to take that, use and save, and then you're going to click on add image. And I'm going to use one of the images that I did for one of my vlogs, and then I'm just going to click on this one. You're going to want to click it and then adjust the sizing so that it fits all the way into the square box and none of the white part is showing. But you're only going to want to do this step if your picture is not 1240 by 720 already. If it is, you don't necessarily have to do this step. This is just an extra step to ensure that it is those dimensions. But since I already have this photo and it's already 1240 by 720, I'm just going to open up my photo albums and then go from there. So if you want to add text to it, you're just going to click on the image and then add text. And then I personally like to use the Helvetica New Bold Italic, but I'm going to add text, and then I'm going to just say applying for scholarships. And then say I want to increase the sizing, you're going to click on that, and then you're going to just increase it, and by there you can choose however large you want the text to be. You can also tilt it, but I personally don't like to do that, so I just keep it at 0. And you can change the style, and in that you can change the stroke of it by adding outlining around it. You can change the color of it, and You can also change the background, but I've never done that. And then another feature that I never even recognized is when you click on style, you can also change the spacing in between the letters, and then you can also create a shadow, and then you can also change the color of the shadow, so it doesn't always have to be black. It can be a different color. So I sometimes will like to curve it, so that's if you swipe right, you can curve it, and you can increase it to 20, increase it to 10, or you can even decrease it to -20 and it'll be curving upwards. Yeah, okay. So usually I like to do 10, and I'll just put applying scholarships here, and then I will maybe add face masks. And I can choose wherever I want to insert the text. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to put save image as PNG. And then say I want to edit it in VSCO, because I personally like to use VSCO to edit my photos. So what I'm gonna do is click on that, applying for scholarships. I typically don't have a preference for my filters. It really just depends on which filter is best for the thumbnail. These filters are on VSCO X. You have to pay $20 a year for this. It's pretty worth it. If you're making your videos on VSCO, you can actually filter those videos. When I do make videos on my phone, I can filter them, and it looks pretty cool, honestly. It looks a little bit more professional. So the filter that I was using for a long time was C1, because that's the best option that I had for the regular VSCO when I didn't pay for it. And I usually like to set it right at the very middle, like at +6, and you can adjust exposure, you can increase it, you can play around with this. I highly suggest to experiment and see which adjustments you like best for your thumbnails. And sometimes you can change the HSL. It basically emphasizes certain colors in your picture. And I usually like to adjust the white balance and make the temperature lower and increase the tint. So that's basically how you can make your thumbnails. But say for example you want to add stars and like arrows to it, or you want to add cool little stickers, I'm going to show you guys how you can do that on PicsArt. So I'm going to open PicsArt, and now I'm on my phone because my mom's phone, I didn't download PicsArt on there. So what you're going to want to do is click on plus button at the very bottom, and then you're going to choose whatever photo that you want to use. I don't think I'm going to end up using this thumbnail for the future. Anyways, so if I want to add a star to it, or just multiple different stars, you can search up stars aesthetic. And then you have all these options to whatever stars you want to choose. And some people will add these like cool little squiggly drawings. I think they're so cute. And you can always adjust the sizing by pressing on the arrows. And basically that's how you can add those certain effects like stars. It's really not that hard. All you have to do is download PicsArt to do that. So now I'm going to show you guys how you can make an intro, and it's really simple. All you need is the apps Fonto, PicsArt, and I'm going to click on Fonto. I'm going to click on plain images, and then I'm going to change the sizing. And at this step, you want to change the color, because sometimes I always forget to change the color. So you're going to want to change the color. You can choose whatever color you want, and I do have a couple of colors here. So I'm just going to use this color, and I'm going to use apply, use and save. And then I'm going to choose whatever saying I want in it, but I'm probably just going to put Mikayla Mags because that is the name of my YouTube channel. You can always make it in capital letters, or you can do it in small letters. It really is all up to you. You don't have to follow what I'm doing. I'm just gonna adjust the spacing so that it's more separated, increase the sizing, and then you can always move it to the very middle, or like shift it down or shift it up by pressing those arrows. And then I'm going to save this. And then say for example you want to add stars to it, and you want the stars to like move back and forth. So what you're going to do is click on PicsArt, click on your image, and then you're going to add stickers. So you click on the sticker tool and then stars aesthetic. And then I'm literally just going to add some random stars. And I'm going to make this really, really large so that way that it fits in the entire frame. So that's like perfect. Oh my gosh, that looks so cute. Okay, so now I'm going to increase it, and then I'm going to apply, and I'm going to save this image, download photo, save to photos, and then I'm going to discard it. I'm going to do the same thing to the same image, but this time I'm going to like shift the stars a little bit so it looks like it's different from the first picture that we made. So I'm going to make sure I use the same exact stars, and then I am going to like rotate it a bit, but the stars look like they moved places. And I'm going to do the same thing and increase it till it fits in the exact frame. And then you're gonna take those two photos, take them to iMovie, and then you're going to adjust the timing of it, and you want to make it as short as possible, or really just depends on how short you want the frames to be, but I like it to be as short as possible because then I can adjust it. So after that, you're going to want to save the video, and then you could either choose 1080, 4K, but I usually just go with 1080. And then you're going to go back into that same exact movie that we just worked on. You're going to add the plus tool, and then you're going to literally add the same exact video, so it looks like it's moving back and forth multiple different times. And it just looks so cute. I really like the look of like when the stars are moving. It kind of looks just adorable. So basically that is how you can make an intro. It's pretty simple. I like to make intros like that. Maybe if you're interested in a different way, then you guys can check out other people's videos. So that is basically the end of the video. I touched bases on about all the things I want to talk about and show you guys. And hopefully this video inspires you to make a YouTube channel. So anyways, I will see you guys again next week. And yeah, bye guys.